All right, what is going on, everybody? How you doing? Spicy day for sure. Man, Ethereum. We were looking at Ethereum yesterday. It was a good chart. Music's still too loud. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, Ethereum hitting our targets from yesterday. We were looking for 32.20. I don't even know exactly where it reached up to today. Knew that it blew past it. Been watching it set high after high. 33.43 on Coinbase. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. That's impressive. We were looking for it yesterday, and we actually even had a date, which was a day and 4 hours from now. So not quite timing. Not quite on the date timing, but the price worked out. Really shocking for me is not really so much the USD. That was just a measured move. You know, it's where people might look to take profits, not necessarily a resistance or a place where there has to be some kind of orders to get through. But the Bitcoin pair, man, we were looking for 0.555. We identified 0.568 yesterday. Those are pretty solid resistances. Those were likely to stop the price. We did discuss the other possibility, though, of just breaking straight through the resistances, and instead of testing them as resistance, we back test them as support. Now, I think this is still too early to call if that's happened. Some people might say, hey, look, you're hourly, you broke it, came back. Sure, that is a back test, but for me, when we're looking at a monthly or a weekly resistance, a back test is going to happen on that time frame, if it's going to happen at all. The first touch, because if we zoomed into maybe the 1 minute, we would see price bouncing there probably for a second. That's not necessarily a back test, so that's in play. That's in play. By the end of this day, though, if this is acting as resistance, we would expect to see Ethereum BTC sell off back beneath either 0.568 or 0.5555. Call 55555. It's hard to say. Looking awesome though. Here's the really here's the kicker for me, guys, is Ethereum is essentially in a void of resistance here. From 0, 5, 6, 8, what we identified, you can even see it on the chart. Looking left back to 2018, not a lot of trading going on there. We see price being pushed up above it, brought down to that 568, 555 level. Bouncing, there really wasn't a ton of trading in comparison, or I guess relative to the other values around it. That's pretty exciting. This is a pretty exciting fact. That there very well may be just a void of very few orders, thin order books. We did see that on Ethereum and USD pair. For those of you who've been around for a while. Probably not on this chart. Nope. Womp. Where's my other one? Get over here, other chart. God knows which one it is. Let's try this one. I believe the value was, what, 700 something. Let's just... hopefully this works. There it is, the void. 784. This is what we saw the same kind of setup, but on the dollar pair value, dollar pair versus the Bitcoin pair. From 784 virtually up to, I think it was 1105 was our target. We couldn't identify any significant resistance. We did it the same way by looking left on the chart on a higher time frame. And seeing that's like a similar setup there. So that is a very exciting thing that is on the table here. 077, our next upside target on the Bitcoin pair. It is hard. I have the music on loud. It makes it hard to hear myself. There we go. Much better. Something about the quality. Now we can start. 077, our next upside target. This is a leap. This is a leap. Even if Bitcoin sat still, if Ethereum is to get a close here and head to that 077, that's a 36% gain. It's trading at what, 3,300. It's another 1,000. That's quite a big USD leap. That is why these Bitcoin pairs can be so exciting. Their changes at the right times, especially, can really just compound value growth in cryptocurrencies. Man. 3 hours to go, and this is just sitting there. We've seen some selling, not really a rejection. I guess 3 hours is plenty of time to get either way, more ground to the upside or back down. Man, what is going on with this? Very disoriented by this music in my headphones. Oh, I know what it is. Stupid air conditioner. Anyway, Ethereum running. Also, we've been talking about it as well. Doge having quite a day. Quite a day. This is the Bitcoin pair trading up to 744 sats after 3 days of very weak selling. We've been watching this for a few days here, saying essentially Doge, yeah, likely to have a higher USD high. We're looking for 69 cents. We're looking for possibly 80 cents. People are aiming for $1. We do identify some kind of extension at 106, $1.06, but we said it before, we'll say it again. When too many people are looking at the same value, it just doesn't tend to play out. That applies to dates in crypto, prices in crypto, especially dates. People are aligning this with Elon Musk being on Saturday Night Live on May the 8th. If it plays out anything like Doge Day, the play should be pretty easy. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Yes. But something tells me that so many people are gonna get wrecked on this anyway. Candles lineup, or not candle lineup, the candlestick pattern on the 12-hour here is pretty neat. You don't see this pattern very often. This is 3 rising methods, something like that. This is a bullish pattern. You really never see it in crypto, so it's always interesting when you do. Not really, even in my experience, one that's particularly powerful or different. But it is supposed to suggest bullish pressure in the market, or a bullish signal in general. It looks good. I think that's really what it is. It looks cool. Anyway. I repeat the same things about Doge again. Yes, we're looking for, and expecting is a word. We're looking for upside on this. Those numbers may sound really good to you. We'll flip this over to dollars. Oh wow, the dollar pair is even farther along. Nice. 42 cents now, 69 cents. That's a 50% move. It's pretty good. But for crypto, unless we expected this to keep going, a 50% move is not something I would chase. A dollar would be interesting. That's 150%. But if we're talking the last leg up, I've been saying it, I don't think the risk to reward is great here. I think it's bad. I think everyone's either hyped on Doge or mad at Doge. Doge. They're either hyped on it or mad at it. Probably mad at it if they didn't have any. I can feel it too. It certainly is taking a lot of the attention in the crypto space. That feels bad when other coins aren't moving. But this is the cycle. You see this happen over and over again. We'll see it with different coins. Every single time you're going to think, man, this coin, everyone's so hyped. This is for real. It's going to change everything. And every single time it just is forgotten about. I don't know. A month later, maybe that might be even like a longer time frame. A month later. Sometimes it's a week later. Another coin is bound to cycle in. There's going to be opportunities that are going to have much more potential upside than Doge at this point. If you're in a bad position, though, it looks like you're probably going to get lucky. You're going to get out of it. So, man, I'd like the attention to go back to Bitcoin a little bit. People in the media, they don't take Bitcoin seriously either, but at least it gives them less fuel to go after us. Not that they really need more of it. Doge. Mark Cuban talking about Doge all the time. I don't get the idea. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying this out of my opinion. I don't know what their knowledge is, but a lot of these celebrity rich people that are talking about cryptocurrency, I never get the feeling that they really get what's going on. They seem to be like behind it and support it, but something just never really feels right to me about it. Like the way I see different tweets, I guess Mark Cubans mostly, but I never get the feeling that he actually gets like blockchain, and I don't know. Maybe I'm sitting here staring at Doge. I think that this is going to break out before close. I mean, if it doesn't, it still closes beautifully on the daily. Those are 12-hour where we saw 3 rising methods. A close even right here would be the highest daily close on Doge USD. What's that? 41 cents. I guess that's the target to beat. 41? Or 40 cents, 0.9, sure. 45 cents is the high. That's looking like a likely retest, especially if we can close above it. Been saying it. I think we get one more leg, get a blow off top. Just don't want to be holding the bag. I still have some of my Doge left. I sold about a quarter of it in January. No, third of it in January, third of it in April. Now I have a third left. We get another leg up. I'll probably look to sell most, if not all of it. Maybe I'll hold on to some. I just can't pass up those sweet gains, man. We'll see how it works out. 334 watching, not too bad. Yep, there's the Doge alert. Boom. There she blows. 42.7 cents. There we are. This is just gonna happen in front of us. Nice. You know what? We joke every time I go live, nothing happens. Well, sometimes we get lucky, I guess. Almost never. Now Doge is going to stop, never moves again. Just stays at 42 cents. 350 watching, guys. If you have not yet, please smash that like button for the new stream. We got 110 likes, 350 watching. We're better than that. We're sitting here staring at Doge on the 5-minute. I'm saying we're better than that. But I believe we are. I believe we are. Let's put on the 15 so we don't look like crazy people. Back to Ethereums. Maybe we can get both Bitcoin, not so interesting. Guess we can take a look at this quick while these two are just starting their movements up. Yeah, today, still 3 hours left, so we have plenty of time. We have the same real conditions as yesterday. We want to close above the 50. We actually didn't close above the 50 yesterday and then rocketed up above it. This would be probably not a great sign to see us close below it today. So that value, 56,900. Not bad. Not bad. Or 56,868. 20 moving average below us is at 56,000, basically on the dot. So we are still 800. Man, that is so close. We have been like just perpetually close to these moving averages. I do like the way this is set up. Fractal is still in play. We don't have over 60,500. I can't dismiss it yet. This feels pretty bullish to me. But when the fractal's in play, I'm still looking for that 51. It'd be great if we just skipped it. Just get a V-shaped recovery. I'm not gonna hold my breath. This daily candle right now is an absurd. This is a ridiculous candle. We had a higher high here locally. We had a higher high for May, even today, and now it's sold off basically back to where it started. Opened at 56,625. That's a 2%. No, 0.2% move, something like that. This candle is still possibly going to close red. That would be a really ugly hanging man candle, or could I guess be some kind of hammer, but that is really ugly. I highly doubt that we actually see it close in this condition. Just doesn't really look like the daily candle close. The large red body before it. I could definitely see it close in red. Definitely see it close in red. We did something, I don't know, I guess this is unfortunate. We did break the monthly resistance, but sold off underneath it in today's candle at 58.8. We've been talking about this price a lot as well. I don't like that, as it could be taken as a rejection and selling pressure coming in at that value. But we are so close still that it's hard to worry. I think when you really panic, if people were panicking last month, but when you should even, I don't know, contemplate it, is if we go lower than April. That would not be a great sign. That's 47,000. Our projection, even if our projection plays out, is only looking for 51 or 50. Part of that is a higher low. That's possible. That is possible. I think the monthly is still fine. We have waning momentum candle on the monthly. So I guess that it puts a little more pressure here on May. If May closes where it is right now, we'll see some waning momentum on the buy side for the monthly. That's not a great sign. I just highly doubt that that is what happens. I will say, I think with the exception of March, every other monthly candle here in the string of greens was at some point showing waning momentum in the candle before rallying, obviously, and closing as giant green monthlies. So, yeah, I pointed this out to the patrons, by the way, last night. That reminds me, I haven't even chilled it. We had so many people join us. I hate chilling in general. So let's paste it in the chat. I'm not a good salesperson for myself. Pointing this out to the patrons last night, we have what looks very much like an inverse head and shoulders. Charts inverted here. I always just make it easier for you guys at home to see what I'm looking at, and I think this one's pretty easy. We even have a pretty clean back test of the neckline. I would like to see this low from the second hold. Breaking below that's probably not going to keep that really clean pattern, but you never really get clean patterns anyway. From the corn, let's see actually what this looks like. Okay, got back test that. I'll take it. Now there's no music. Let's put on pump music for Ethereum. Ethereum's earned it. Bitcoin, you've been so boring. Litecoin making some moves today. We got an alert for what 290, just pushing up after that close above 227. Monthly support is pretty much just trended up. I'm following Litecoin closely. I think it has a lot of upside potential. It's just one of my favorite coins. Maybe that's biased, I think things, but I like it's the same one. Yeah, it's the same chart. There we go. Yeah, after that 227 test, pushed out to 272, closed above on the daily, and here we go. Green candle, 324. Next, very immediate, I guess, target that's basically retested the previous high. But I'm still looking for a test of 420 because it's the best number, and I like this growth. It's been slower than really, I think, the rest of the market. It's been bid outpaced. I think that really just means it has more room, more empty space to fill to the upside. I like the way it's moving. XMR, another coin that reminds me of similar kind of grinding up. We haven't seen really an exponential push where we see it move big numbers or big percents at one time. We're seeing really this over time kind of week on week slow growth. And I think this is the precursor to those exponential bounces, which I don't actually believe we've seen that many coins do. It might be hard to believe. I don't think we've seen that many coins do their real blow off top. Exponential kind of breaststroke, butterfly stroke. Doge might be the first. You guys know I've had Doge for a long time. I don't hate Doge. We just see coins float up into the top 10, float back down, kind of. People forget about them, rinse and repeat. At some point, they do hit their highest value. Remember, Doge has been trading at its Bitcoin all-time high for a long time now. A very long time. In fact, what was it? 250 was the last high, maybe. Before literally the last 6 months of Doge's 5-year existence. 250 something. In that range was the previous all-time high. Now just hanging out in the 700s like it's nothing. Nothing can go up forever. And the faster it does... Ooh, got an alert. The faster it does move in one direction, the closer it is to likely being in some kind of blow off top or blow off bottom capitulation. Blow off bottom. Capitulation kind of setup. Interesting. Let's see these low time frames. Gonna have bullish divergence here on the hourly on the sell off as long as we stay above 56,000. Okay. RSI and MACD. Same thing on the 4-hour. There it is. There she blows. 56,641. 56,641. 2 hours, 45 minutes. Closing below there, we're going to have a bearish engulfed 12-hour, which is a bearish sign. Bearish sign, especially, I feel, after so much movement in the market. Not really putting in gains. However, also not losing, as long as it stays at that value, not really losing anything, kind of just net neutral for the last 1.5 days-ish. I'm getting so many alerts. This is a good time to go live. Too much going on there. 69, nice. I have an idea. There we go, 45 cents. Drawing closer and closer. Now not the, what? 2 hours and 44 minutes to go, but would be the highest 4-hour close at this point. We're in wick territory from earlier in April. What's super, yeah, there it is. Super confidence building in this USD rally as we're seeing it now. What are we at? The high. That's moving faster than I expected. 774, 4 sats away from its Bitcoin pair or Bitcoin valuation all-time high from April 20th. I mean, what else is there to say? We've been talking about this for a week. But at least here it comes. We got some movement back in the market. We did see that across a lot of coins, not just Ethereum and Doge today. What else moved? I know my whole portfolio was kind of rumbling. Waves, and no one really ever talks about waves. Waves was pushing there for a little bit. I opened the chart. Maker, a coin that we looked at recently for somebody. We'd have found some kind of bullish edge. Probably going to pull up Maker at some point. But not right now while Doge is right here. I want to... There we go. I'll pull it up on the other screen. I think that is a retest of the Doge BTC all-time high. There it is. 775. There. All right. Let's see, Doge. You got it in ya. Honestly, though, even if Doge did reject here in Bitcoin pair, this really wouldn't be a big deal for me. I would then look for 595 below. It's resistance. It wasn't really tested as support, especially not on a larger time frame. You look for a higher low and just continuation at a later time. But man, both these pairs are running. That's a confidence booster. I'm bringing the Apple Watch Plus. There we go. Their new all-time high. Woot. New all-time high on Doge BTC. I'd like to talk about other coins at some point. Internet, please. Please. 777, man. Doge has been such a good tradable coin for as many years as I can remember, with consistent spikes from 50, 100, 150 sats, 50 sats. And you could just churn this coin. This is the first time it's ever really broken out of that. I think it's a very flat channel, maybe a horizontal. And it has ripped. It has ripped, man. I never saw this coming. I planned on selling Doge. This year, but at 783 sats, not a chance. My next order, actually, limit sell, still sitting there, 800. 800 sats, see if that fills. Got the 750, got the 700. Just keep layering them up, man. Apple Watch plus 1 million alerts is very annoying. Though I do really like this watch. Holy crap, dude. It's got like 10 alerts from this exact same chart. Cool. There we go. Dollar all-time high. Honestly, I have no idea what's going to happen. I've been kind of just expecting this next leg up for Doge, and at some point the rug is going to go. Not in a rug pull, Binance smart chain way, but profit-taking kind of way. That big wallet moving. If I was a large investor in Doge, I would have some kind of alert set for when that wallet moves any amount of coins out. Anything over, I don't know, like $1 million worth. Great. Bitcoin all-time high, and dollar value pulling back just a little bit to make it not fun. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Let's see. 400, 500 watching. Very nice. Welcome. Welcome, fam. Please smash that like button. Do we still only... Mine can't be updating. It says we still have 190 likes. That is impossible. That was like an hour ago. We had 190 likes. If you haven't hit that button, please smash that button. Do it for all the children. All this, I don't know, non-coiner children out there that they may be blessed. Smash that button. 220. Much better. Man. Ethereum not moving at the moment. If you haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, enable notifications is the... it counts as engagement as well. Discord is actually the only way that you'll know when we're live. Discord link is in the chat, pinned to the top. Jump in Discord. Free educational content, 24/7 live stream. Really, it's just the best way to keep up with the chat, or with the stream, chat, community, everybody. YouTube doesn't always show us in search, won't always give you a notification. In fact, it usually doesn't, I want to say. I should subscribe to myself and find out. But in Discord, you'll always get a notification. You'll know when we go live. So jump in there. Jump in there. Man, I'm out of it today. I had some I was up super early and had a bunch of excitement about everything just moving finally. I feel drained. Have a like, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate your likes. Honestly, I'm way more excited about BTC pair Doge going up. It could stay right here in dollar value. If it shot up in Bitcoin value, I would be way happier. Way happier. I'm looking to buy more Bitcoin. I'm looking to play the price pace difference between these two coins. Doge seeing a lot of growth in what I'm going to paint as a short time period. And so by trading that pair, I look to lock in Bitcoin. Bitcoin profits. Man. I want an exciting all-time high break. Ethereum got me, spoiled me. Only thing that I'm not digging here. I think Ethereum is likely to continue up, even if it is going to come back test this, or back test these levels on like a daily or weekly time frame. There's a little bearish divergence on the highs. I do think we're going higher at this point. What you're really looking for is some kind of large upside move that's just sold into. We don't see any wicks here on the hourly. Ethereum is really kind of, maybe, it's like it's wearing anti-gravity boots. It's just floating around. There is some buying pressure pushing price up, but man, this is just chilling. Yeah, bunch of bots. Cool. Bunch of bots. Oh my. Oh my. Oh no. Oh, thanks mods. Appreciate you. A little bearish. Does this translate out though? Okay. Not really. So it's only maybe the hour time frame, huh? Looks like we don't really have bearish divergence. Out in the daily, we possibly could, but it's way too early to call. In fact, I think that would be just dumb to assume, as it's still just pointing up, trailing up. So maybe it's on the Bitcoin pair. No, even the 12 hour is good. Was the Bitcoin pair, right? Yep, okay, good. I knew I wasn't crazy. I was like, I know I saw bearish divergence here on a bunch of time frames. How is it not showing up? The Bitcoin pair, obviously, because that's pretty much all I look at in any of these altcoins. We do see bullish divergence on the low where we took off from the end of April, April 30th. We do see bullish divergence on that low. However, we've seen bearish divergence on all of these highs. And now we have a new all-time high in price. Well, no, this is an all-time high, but it is on this chart, on this visibility. Locally, let's say locally. We don't have a new RSI high, so what we're going to want to see is potentially that move to 0.77. That would probably drive RSI up high enough to invalidate bearish divergence across all of these highs. This is on the 12-hour, but I believe it's also visible on many time frames. Many time frames, yeah, here on the daily, we still have bullish divergence that we've come off, but we still have bearish divergence on our highs. Okay, good. I was going to be really gaslit there. 4 hour, it's almost every time frame. It's interesting. What I might extrapolate from this is that instead of necessarily Ethereum going down or Ethereum going up, maybe Bitcoin is just going to catch back up in this pairing a little bit. The dollar pair doesn't have those same bearish divergences Bitcoin pair does. That could suggest that probably not a tradable action, but I think if you can understand these concepts, you'll have a better overall grasp of the market. Is this good? Let's go, buddy. Let's go, Doge. Let's go. It's been a long day. You're gonna have to show up Ethereum here. Can't just D around. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, come on, Doge. Give us those satisfying just rips in price that we are now addicted to. What's our upside target here? Measured move on the Bitcoin pair sitting 1110, pretty solid. 1618, just under 1,000. I think 1,000 is probably the psychological level that you'd pick there. I think actually at 900 is when I stopped layering it by 50. I don't know. Either way, I definitely have sells up to 1,100. Layered, beautiful layered sell orders. Love it. All right. Buying Doge, selling Doge, feeling dirty. Don't feel dirty about it. Gains are gains, boys. Gains are gains. To be honest, there's nothing wrong with Dogecoin as a coin. I've been saying that for years. It's just a blockchain. It's the same technology as Bitcoin's, Litecoin. It's probably like 99.9% the same code. People just meme it. And doesn't that really just mean that they love it? You meme things that you love. I don't know. I guess people just meme everything. But it's just blockchain. It's proof of work. There's no supply cap. That is one of the parameter, I guess we'll call it, differences, but that's a very long time horizon thing, no cap. That's not a short-term thing. It takes a long time for Doge to double its supply still. Because as far as I know, the block rewards don't get bigger or anything. That would be interesting. Never heard of that. A coin that the block rewards get bigger over time. Instead of the halving, you'd call it the doubling. The doubling. I think we found the what consensus whatever mechanic. Consensus mechanic for Tom Crown coin coming TBD. The doubling. Every 4 years there's a doubling. So everybody gets doubled. People would fall for that. That's a crazy, stupid idea, and people would be like, yeah, it doubles. People think the halvening means you lose half your Bitcoin. And if you've never talked about the halvening or read about it, lots of people think that. You might think that too. Nothing to do with it. It's amazing how many people ask that, though, when halving time comes around. Am I going to lose half my Bitcoin? Is it going to go down half in value? Nothing to do with your wallets. I want something to just move. It'll re-energize me. I just need a little bit of spice. Kind of mild mayos right now. I did sell a small amount of Ethereum. Sold a small amount of ETH into BTC, ETH BTC pair. 0.55 in random decimals. Don't regret it. This is maybe like 5% of what I had. Got 95 left to rocket. That was actually the first time I've ever sold Ethereum. Fun fact. I don't think I've ever really sold. Maybe I did 4 years ago. Well, first time in many, many years. That's an easy answer. Just pushing. Wow. Both Doge and Ethereum are doing that right now. It's pretty interesting game. Bitcoin trading sideways and these pushing up in Bitcoin pair. Happens over and over again. It's almost a cycle that we can trade off. It is. And we do, except Bitcoin dominance has been completely unpredictable in the sense of it's only gone down for like 7 weeks. Just down. I stopped looking at it as much. I used to look at it every day, check the daily closes, check the weekly closes. And it's just like all it's doing is going down. I don't see any sign of it reversing yet. Probably means it's coming, right? Actually, hold up really quick. I need to turn this down. Heard you. Nothing has changed, has it? I even went to the bathroom. Nothing happened. All right. See what people have sent super chats to see charts. For Mr. Spear wants to look at EGLD. We can do that. Hopefully you're still here, my friend. Let's take a look. Looks like yesterday did not get the close that we were looking for, but then today looking pretty solid back above the 20. Let's see where that's at. 182.51. Currently at 190. Close here, that'd be great. Get back above that 50, and then you're aiming for more upside. Bullish divergence off that low on the daily time frame, yes. Let's see, resistance at 205. 205. Yeah, so if you close above the 20 daily today, looking for 205 as the logical first stop. And bearish divergence here. Okay. Building bullish divergence on the weekly, but has not moved its RSI back up in a way that's convincing me quite yet. I think that we're still watching this play out, unfold in front of us. 182 here for the close with 2 hours and 20 minutes to go. I think that's pretty likely. I think we'll just take a look at this when we get to this value, 205. Set an alert. And I tested back to the top of kind of this channel. This channel I was just kind of threw on there when I was freestyling on this chart. So wouldn't take this super literally, this channel, but it does line up pretty well with the high here. That'd be the 15th of May. I'm going to circle it. We saw this happen on Ethereum, so I'm going to be watching for it more. MACD, buying momentum is increasing, so at this moment, I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good on EGLD. Buying momentum back up on the 12-hour. Back above the 50 and the 20. Ooh, bullish kissing here on the 12-hour with the 20 and the 100. 20 is moving back up, looking for a cross. This could be primed. Josh was talking about this being primed earlier. It could be primed. Divergence on 12-hour as well. This chart looks awesome, dude. I can't wait for this. I want this to moon for Josh and Spirit. I think Josh and Spirit, you guys talk about it all the time. I don't have any EGLD, so I can't get that excited, but I'm happy for you guys. Very happy for you guys. You got new support here. Just below the 20. All right. 181.44. I like it. Kirk McGurk looking at Maker. Maker F, man, you guys with these Ethereum pairs. We'll look at Maker. So Maker didn't take very long. Hit our measured move. 5,392, basically 5,400. Looking solid. Looking very solid. RSI locally is good as well. MACD buying momentum just appearing out of the woods here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is in price discovery. I like that. I like this. Next upside target's looking like 7,600. 7,600 is quite a number for Maker. Wow. Wow. Low supply cap coins. I love seeing these big numbers show up. Make a Bitcoin pair. We've been so fired, it's almost like not fun to check these charts, just as we've been looking at. Off support 0.744. Looking for a measured move target of 0.1415. Like pie. And maybe timing on that could be lined up with this 7600 test. Looks about right. That looks about right. TA respected, I guess. I guess that makes it easy. Daily RSI even is good on the Bitcoin pair. That's solid. Yeah, nothing really new here. Likely to see profit taking a 0.14 and above that 0.2. Those are great targets. As far as I can tell, this is an all-time high territory. So certainly it is in dollar value. Let's take a look at Maker ETH then. Nice momentum. Dude, Maker just looks solid. It's a coin that I haven't really seen hyped. I don't really remember a time where Maker was super hyped. Maybe playing out to its advantage right now. This is nice looking. Very nice looking. Kirk McCoaster. Thanks for requesting this. I never would have looked at Maker ETH. This is a cool chart. Look at these wick highs, man. They're so perfect. Awesome. The 20, consolidate 50, break the trend line, man. Maker ETH, this pair right here. It's also awesome that Maker is gaining ground against Ethereum, while Ethereum is gaining ground against Bitcoin. So Maker is seeing some really compound growth. More so than Ethereum, at least in the last, week. So what I see off the bat here is some resistance. Boom. 2.81. Have that as support below you. 1.53. Another weekly right there. We're at 1.9. 9. And that is a sweet setup. That is a sweet setup. You have that trend line right there. You have the resistance there. The 50 weekly just started generating a few weeks ago. You consolidated. I guess you closed below it, but then pushed back up out of the trend, man. And you got an inverse head and shoulders going on for sure of some kind. This chart looks so weird with how long these top wicks are and how perfectly actually they line up. This looks great. Maybe I need to start looking at more Ethereum pairs. Changes are coming. 282, yeah. 282, 2819. So I'm looking for Maker ETH to close today above 1.9. Be a great close for it. Really, really strong close. You'd close with waning selling momentum. You'd close above a major resistance point. And then you have what I was just talking about with Ethereum, actually. It's a big old void. If you get a good close, you're unlikely to encounter really significant resistance from 1.9 to 2.81, 2.82. This chart looks nice. Strong moving average setup there on the daily, and it's playing out. 50 crossing the 100. Let's go with 6 hours. Nice back test of support. No divergence yet. Wow. Watch this pair. Watch this pair into close. It's like 2 hours and 13 minutes, and it's looking very much like it wants to close above resistance. Awesome charts today. Thank you. Thank you again, Kirk. Mr. Dennis. IQ coin. I can try. Usually people include the ticker. Make it easier. Unless it's IQ. There it is. Not a ton of chart history. Pretty clear trend line here, just visually. Something like that. Yeah. That's pretty interesting. Not a huge fan of this, though. This is like quadruply top, which isn't really a thing. Triple top, not really a thing. What I don't like about these are these lows are coming down on each swing, on each impulse, buying and selling impulse. We're seeing the lows come down, showing a little weight on the market. I guess it is touching back to kind of this median trend it's followed. You have tons of bearish divergence. This is a very strange looking RSI on the daily. I can't name anything else that looks like this. That is very interesting. I don't know exactly what to make of it. You don't have, I guess this is the main issue, is you don't have bullish divergence on your lows like we do on Bitcoin, on the daily, on actually tons of coins, because they've failed to make lower lows where this kind of continues to make them. I think that this could play out still, not as the kind of bearish, broadening wedge pattern that we've been looking for. This one does look like it could end up being some kind of triangle consolidation. In textbook TA, people consider this reversal. I don't consider it reversal in crypto. Just don't see it play out that way very often. And that's different. You are below the 50, not below the 20 though. You're in danger. Today intraday traded above the 50, but has since been sold back down. Really similar to Bitcoin, actually. Don't have enough chart history, I guess, for the 102 yesterday. He tested the 100 just like Bitcoin, though. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see it on something else. Any different look on it. The weekly, though, does look better. Because of all this selling, we do have a really low RSI, and we do have a higher low in price on the weekly here. So the weekly is showing bullish divergence, but the daily isn't. Unusual pattern. Unusual pattern. It does look like we're going to have a solid amount of resistance above us. We saw many candle closes on the daily rejecting from the same value. That's 4.06 cents, 0406. So this is likely to be a hurdle to get above. You don't really have significant support below you until maybe about 1 cent. Psychological 1 cent. Thankfully, that is a good one. It's a strong one. Close enough. See the 200 daily moving average coming up to meet that 1 cent support, strengthening it. Man, it seems like every chart's a little bit in flux right now. It's either gunning it, and it's pretty hard to deny it's gunning it, or it's in kind of a, it looks like an incomplete pattern to me. You do have bullish divergence here on the 6 hour when you zoom in a little bit. That's good. I don't know if I can get an edge on this guy. And there isn't always an edge. Not every chart has an answer. Okay, that's a good trend line touch. I think maybe the way I might approach this as a trade is to ignore this diamond possibility and look to play that trend line. It's ascending trend. You can place it pretty much however you'd like. You're going to get a little difference in the placement, but the odds of it hitting this low are very good. It did bounce from that low. And so we can take 1, 2, 3 touches, maybe even 5 touches, 6, 7 touches, to to confirm that is some kind of support, some kind of diagonal support. So that's likely how I would play it. If it doesn't break this line, your long's open. Profiting on the longs. Oh, man. What else did we get here? What a strange coin. This looks like RSI or something. It doesn't even look like a price chart. What's up, Crypto Greg Yiffy? $5 pair. Those Rocket and Bitcoin pair. That's likely going to translate out to doing pretty good in dollar pair. Indeed. Back to daily resistance, it seems. Back to daily resistance. We do have a pattern that we were looking for earlier in the year forming. We've gotten juked out on this pattern. I will say every time we've identified it, though, I want to say maybe not every time, 19 out of 20 times we've identified this in the last 6 months or so, we've seen this break to the upside. So that is confidence building for me. And that pattern is simply multiple touches to what is essentially the same price point. That's what I see here, despite the previous wick being a little bit below. I think that's within the margin of error. A clear consolidation period below before selling off. Now we're back to it. I think closing a daily higher than 53,653 would be a solid indication of higher prices. We could, as we've been watching for before, look for another higher low, but we seemingly keep getting kind of juked out by this. We have two and then it runs. Or the third potential higher low is such a small move that it almost doesn't look like it's part of the formation. Either way, I would definitely watch for the daily close on that. I want to see the daily close above it. The weekly might have something else for us. Same thing. So this is very confirmed in my eyes. Weekly closing right there. We can see price like pretty much visibly reacting with it as it's trading right now. And it's not even visible on the monthly. Honestly, you guys could see my trade setup on YFI here. This was a Patreon post a little bit ago. Still open, still in play. At this point, might as well just share it. I think I've shared it before. In Bitcoin pair, we're looking for just over 1-to-1. So we're looking for YFI to potentially have a higher dollar value than Bitcoin. This is possible because YFI has 36,000 coins or something. The market caps are nowhere near the same. There's just a lot lower supply of YFI, which makes it per coin a higher number, essentially. Why do we go long here? Well, we have a beautiful inverse head and shoulders on a macro time frame on the daily. And Bitcoin's going up, so that translates to dollar value going up. Oh, man. I don't have a voice. Let's do some moon math here. All right. 100,000. I think that is totally possible. Our 2 measured move would be at 100,000 and our 1618 at 78,384. That's pretty solid, man. Those are good numbers. More locally, on our Fibonacci extension tool, we are looking for more of the 73 to 85 range. I guess for the initial breakout. We'll see just how bullish it is. And this whole chart looks like that flat top, higher low thing. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like the way this looks all the way zoomed out. If you saw this chart, would you be bearish or bullish? Honestly, I'd probably... it's hard to tell. It's weird. I think if it sees higher... I think it sees higher. I think it moves to test I think 100,000 is really not that huge of a target for a coin that only has 36,000 of them. Oh yeah. I remember when this coin was too new to TA. And now it has a beautiful chart. I love the way this looks. It's really symmetrical. Let's get rid of these extensions. Let's see, resistance at 1.11. That may be a better move. Maybe a better target than our 106, simply because it's a resistance, and resistances we would always expect to be more reliable than just some extension we picked up when we had no other tools to use. And this TA rocked. You got the same as the dollar pair, yeah. Reverse head and shoulders. Resistance above that, 1.66 to 1 and what, 3? Wouldn't that be cool? 3 to 1 ratio. Imagine trading a coin for an entire Bitcoin. No thank you, I want my Bitcoins. Yeah, this chart looks good. I think Wi-Fi has an edge. That is bullish. I think it is going to do a lot of retracing. My skepticism of it has passed since we first started charting it here. 166 to 185 is probably where I would look to start taking profit. I don't think I even have any Wi-Fi. If I do, it's dust on Binance. Ethereum may be looking to finally do the move for the show today, while its Bitcoin pair just continues to push up. It really is starting to look like it's going for 0.77. The hours in this day are running out. In 30 seconds, will only be 2 hours left till the daily close. You would have to see some serious selling pressure, which I'm just not seeing. Just not seeing. It pushed up to where it is now, 3333, and sold off 80 bucks. Sold off like 2.5%. It wasn't even a fast sell-off. It was lazy. It was it was as tired as I sound today. We have to go more moon math than Ethereum's. This dual chart thing's throwing me off. It's throwing me off the whole episode. Sheesh. There we go. Now I can see these. 147. No. I don't. Well, I mean, it's not impossible, but I don't think that is a good target. I guess our next significant upside target we're going to be looking for is 8,354. Unless we see some reason to think otherwise. Here we go. Today's high was already broken as I zoomed out. This is why I can't pay attention today. I've had 8 million alerts go off. There we are. Okay. Stu JK with the 10 euros. Looking to see B Pro. Sure. Gonna guess I don't have a chart for it. B E P R O. Bipro. There we are. I think it's to JK. For the 10 euros, let's take a peek here. We get 2.5. RSI has been pulled down very hard on the daily. Seeing lower lows back to the 20th November. Wow. So before even its significant reversal. Virtually, this would have to retrace 100% to lose its bullish divergence on the daily. That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting there. So we can basically say we're highly likely to have bullish divergence on this low wherever it stops. Don't know yet. Don't know yet. Bounced the 20 but rejected from the 50. This is actually looking a little uglier. A little uglier than Bitcoin. Trading under the 20 daily moving average. Close back above it would be likely be test to the 50 again. Hopefully break it and continue to the upside, resume the trend. That's 1.31 cents today. 1.31. And is that likely to happen? What is this? Hanging out low on RSI. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. The only thing I don't really like about this coin is it's moved up so quickly, so fast that you don't have any definable kind of supports or anything to build off of. So you're gonna be catching a knife, essentially. I guess we can take these weekly closes and say we have some support at 1.04 cents. We have some resistance at 2 cents. Shows up a lot. The 198s, 199s. And is 2.82 cents. Weekly is going to have bullish divergence as well, unless, again, it can make it all the way back down to its low, which is 0.003 cents. This is extremely unlikely. At least with the way the market is right now, I think that's a bad bet. Didn't quite 382. Fib not helping us here. Thanks, Fib. I don't like the rejection from the 50. But if it can hold 1 cent, it's in pretty good shape. You really gotta... Everything seems to have the same need to watch it at the close today for that 20 moving average. This is... Especially after being rejected from the 50, it's never a good sign. Especially when it's on a clear rejection like this. You had a rally, you know, green candles back to back to back, and then all of a sudden you hit the 50, you wick on the daily, and now you close red. That's a real rejection. That's a dangerous rejection, clearly off of the 50. So if you lose the 20, you're absolutely looking at the 100 again, but there's a lot of power there. I've seen markets move big percentages to the downside and upside, making moves like this off of a 50 daily moving average for sure. Redeeming factor, candlestick pattern here. We do have, this looks like a descending channel to me, which makes sense. RSI is so low. There's no way to avoid bullish divergence at some point on it, whenever it stops selling. And so we would expect that to break to the upside. We would expect this descending channel to break to the upside, lines up. Problem is we just don't really have a good idea of where that could be. We have a lot of room to the downside for that divergence to still be valid. We might look to the daily here, where we saw some consolidation. This is a pretty big range. Yeah, it's 0066, 73, and 79. Maybe that would be not a bad place to go looking. And below that, this is the opposite of Ethereum and whatever other coin we just looked at. There's a void of support. On Ethereum and Bitcoin, we see a void of resistance. And here we potentially see a void of support due to just the way this moved up. A little too hot, too fast for me. Price may cool down enough, pulling back to the 0062 range to allow it to keep moving. And it could even bounce here. We just really don't want to see closes below the 20 again. You were underneath it for too long, you rejected from it, then you rejected from the 50. Losing the 20 to me is definitely showing a weak, or a lack of strength in buying pressure here. Ooh. Yeah, people are calling me on the phone. Thanks, people, calling me on the phone. Let's see. Doge, you still haven't really broken out. You just tickled a new high. Give me blue balls over here. Litecoin did not really move yet either. Dude, Maker's kind of stealing the show. Didn't think I'd be saying that today, but Maker, in my opinion, is moving the best out of any of these. This thing is really putting distance behind it. I don't say the formation or the way it's grown, the shape maybe. I don't like quite as much as some of the other ones. But that doesn't seem to matter at all, does it? Numbers going up. Oh, that's kind of sad. Interesting. Huh. This trend line fits really well. It might be coincidence, but this really strong rally just hit the top of it here. We've seen that. It's not perfect. Never mind. May have broken it. I don't know why it auto-snapped all the... just kind of randomly out there. Thanks, TradingView. Could be on top of it. Maybe this is what I'd be watching. Now that we've broken past our take profit target at 5,400, may look for a close above this ascending high trend line. That'd be about 5,871 and change. This is definitely going to be kind of a give or take. I guess a larger margin of error than usual here for something like this. An hour and 50 minutes left. Everything moved up and then kind of just relaxed. We're not seeing selling pressure across the board really in a way that we have recently. Bitcoin, what a boring close, bro. Not convinced by the sell-off yet. Not convinced. Man, I have no energy, but on the best day to have energy, I have no energy. Typical me. This Maker ETH pair, this is what I'm looking at. This has not moved at all since we looked at it. It's just sat there. This is on Bittrex, not the highest volume exchange, so maybe a little less surprising. But yeah, you can see 15 minutes of what is maybe the buy and sell spread being pinged with a small order. I mean, price didn't move, didn't eat through a single limit order in the books. Right at that resistance. I like it. I'd like to see that close above. Getting against all three of the major pairs. Solid. Congrats to everybody with Maker. This is just gonna look great. This is gonna look great. Those measured moves, I think, are really high probability. 0.141, 0.198, or 0.2 probably is probably where we would take it from. I love it. It's so clean. Crypto rarely spoils you with these clean charts. Rarely. What else is moving? Doge will flip Bitcoin eventually. Dallin, just being Dallin. Love you, brother. OMG. Ooh, OMG's at 912, so it's near. Ooh. OMG's starting to look pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Oh, and you have the bullish divergence. Nice. Nice. Suffering from the bearish divergence that everything is seemingly has the bullish divergence on that low. I'm pretty sure we did see that last time we looked at it. Off the 100 moving average, retook the 50 like a champ. This is the opposite of what we saw there on B Pro. Instead of being rejected by the 50, we see what is to me a clear bounce from the 50 on the daily. Red candles wicking, and then boom, bullish engulfing candle, bringing you up to the 20. Here's what I really like about OMG right now. It's reclaimed the 20. It's even back tested this what was resistance, now support again. Back tested it, and then you just retake the 20. You go straight up. You haven't quite tested 982 yet. I think that's incredibly probable that you see this tested. Likely before you see support tested there at 790. What you get, especially if you can move above towards that 1133 area, is you get that wonderful bullish kissing. That would look amazing. It would be, in my opinion, very much targeting that 1133 area, maybe even upside of 1150, something like that. This coin has spent a lot of time recovering from its pretty giant rally. Back in mid-2020. Our upside targets for breaking when we get past... Yeah, we've already gotten past that all-time high. When we get past 11, though, 1133 again, we're going to be looking for 1470 upside of 1776. And we are going to have some new measured moves that aren't on here yet. See if anything fits well. There we go. Pretty perfectly at 1480. Great target. Two measure move pretty darn close, actually looking for about 17 to 1764. 64-cent spread. Pretty good. Great news here. What I really like about this also is if you do manage to get this bullish kissing and you do see price really respond to it, you may see a back test of this ascending high trend. Back test of ascending high trend is pretty much what you look for in these parabolic moves. Pretty much what you're looking for. As you move up, we've talked about it before, you're using ascending trends as support in the future because you've outpaced the trend that's been lost. It's a very bullish sign in general. I think I'm going to leave it at 17 to 1765 as our upside targets for now. Don't want to get too moonium with it, especially while we're still at a lower high. We don't have this pattern completely played out yet. I do like what we've seen in the last few days, but this coin has spent a lot of time consolidating. It could easily continue to consolidate like this. It could return to the demand line here. It's pretty visible right here. This demand line, every time the market brought it down, it found buyers. Ethereum's breaking out again. This watch is giving me ADD, which I already have. And you can just visibly see that. So we could return to this line. However, I do think it wants to test the top, to test this this line here. Breaking it and using it as support will be the difference though between simply just another slightly higher high, like with bearish divergence, kind of recycling back into this pattern, back to the demand line. That's how you start to get exponential growth. I would like to see that. Here we go, Ethereum. Blasting off again. Now that we've broken the high, we can use our Fibonacci retracement tool, and we can get a new measured move here for Ethereum as well. It's not going to be super impressive because I wasn't a big pullback, but we see 34.37 and 3,400 on the dot. All right. And it is going there post haste. 3,400 yet. Yeah, I'll take it. I will take it. Let's go Ethereum. Dude, this coin is just beasting. Wow, going for 0.6. 0 freaking 6, man. 0.77. It's coming for you. It is coming for you. Or was that on the other chart? Why did I get rid of my other resistance? Where'd you go? What's up, okay? How you doing, bro? Do you remember your 0.06 target from last year? Probably, I don't know. I believe that you said it, my friend. I believe that you said it, and I believe you were looking for it. But man, a year ago in crypto time, that's a decade. It's like way more time than... There we go. I guess it was just hidden on minutes. Now just... That's the one I placed. That's why. It's like right here. But yeah, here we are, man. I think we're going higher. Screw 0.6. Like most coins, I think we're gonna see them try to retest their all-time highs against Bitcoin. All of them? I don't know. I wish I could say all of them. Most of them? Probably. We'll say that that might sound crazy to some people, but so did them retesting their USD all-time highs back when I used to say that, and people would call me crazy. Never underestimate crypto and its ability to expand and contract, man. 3,400, let's go. Let's go. Oops. Let's go. Another all-time high. Let's do it. Oh, man. Let's go Ethereum, dude. That Bitcoin pair is just stealing the show. Stealing the show. It has no reservations, man. Just straight up. This is what happens when coins are oversold for years. I want to see big moves. I'm too spoiled. I don't want these moves over days. I want them over seconds. I just want it to... I want that January explosion of candles. No, I didn't know what to call it. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, run to the bathroom again. We're going to keep the stream up because stuff's still moving. I might be tired, but we're going to keep it up. We're going to keep trying to spit analysis. Give me 5. While I'm gone, make sure you've liked the new stream. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're in the Discord to keep up with our streams. And last but not least, I don't even know if I've talked about it today. Probably not. Patreon is still a great time to sign up, guys, if you're looking for one-on-one crypto mentoring. You're looking for trade setups, technical analysis, macro market insights, small group seminars, Q&As, patron nights, a community of people dedicated to learning the craft of trading. Check out Patreon. Link is in the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. And it's in the video description below. Check it out. Give me 5. The herb.
Make up your own rules as you go. Stay only true to what you know and who you are. And who you are. The road may be rough, you might not see the top, but when it's don't stop.
Right, 3,400. There it is. Just realized I couldn't hear myself for some reason with these headphones on me because of the air conditioning. I feel like for some reason that made me feel really tired. I just took the headphones off. Still feel tired. But feel weirdly better just being able to hear my own voice. Daily on Bitcoin looking okay. Still a strange close here. Let's just see price action in the next hour and a half. Litecoin coiling up. Little nudge. Little bump off of 272. EGLD looking decent still. Doge can't believe Doge did not run. Been waiting. Like this whole episode, we got slightly higher Bitcoin high. USD high wasn't even tested. Sure, it was off by fractions of a penny. Margin of error could be, in some books, considered double top. I probably wouldn't. Double tops I don't really concern myself with anyway. I don't think there's strong reversal patterns in crypto. Maker leading the pack, man. Hard to cut it any other way. Maker just looking solid. Yiffy being the surprise here. We're gonna watch Yiffy. Patreon group's gonna be watching Yiffy. We're gonna be not looking to enter here. Not looking to enter here. But I do believe that there will be an entry on this coin and Bitcoin pair that will be really a solid entry. Where might that be? Be down here, 8.88, something like that. I'll look more in depth on this. That wouldn't be too terrible. But this macro pattern is beautiful. I think that this is really going to look to retest these highs. So this coin's on my radar now, out of nowhere. IQ just looks like this. B Pro, where's your 20 MA close? Jeez, Ethereum, you hit 3,400 and you're still barely seeing selling. Like, what is this? Barely seeing selling. 15 minute, it's only 4 minutes in, but Man, not the collapse of price that we would usually equate to something that is just flying up. Not a huge amount of profit taking, surprisingly. Maybe something to do with locked up supply. I don't know. Decimator's taking a little profit, just a wee bit. Wee bit profit. Craig Bowen, wise words, man. You guys realize all this is gonna break records. All of it's gonna blow expectations right out of the water. This is a bull run we just started. It's amazing to me how many people have already heard these whispers. It's amazing to me how many I've heard of the bull run being over. Guys, we're maybe, like, rounded up, we're halfway. Meaning the first half, Bitcoin went from 3,800 to 65,000. We're halfway rounded up. Do the percent math in your head. There we go. You're going right back. Ethereum 34.37, man. Jeez. No chill. Zero chill on the Ethereum jet line. My portfolio is zooming. I don't know about you guys. Zooming. Ethereum being my number 2 largest position, thanks to a very generous viewer out there. Sir Gavin Crown. I don't even know if he's watching. Don't even know. He's watching in his heart. That's for sure. Just like you all do when you're not here, right? I just need a Litecoin to move. And yes, it's moved 10% today. It's moved a lot. It's moved plenty. Maybe not in the pair that you're expecting. In Bitcoin pair. This combined with Ethereum. Ethereum being my number 2. Litecoin being my number 3. Was previously my number 2. Followed by Dogecoin also pumping. My top 3 are all double digit last 24 hours against Bitcoin. Pretty impressive gains. No skill involved. Literally just bottom. That's it. Good daily close here on Litecoin Bitcoin pair if it can muster it. That 20 moving average. Always a player. Always a threat. Today's daily candle opening on top of it and just seeing the trampling treatment. Currently trading above any daily close since the end of 2020. 4+ months ago. 5 months ago. Be a great close for Litecoin today. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Bitcoin is just not doing anything. Don't know how else to put it. Bitcoin, I really do think right now is just looking to trade sideways till these alts resolve. That's it. As Ethereum becomes a bigger player in the market, we're going to see it have a bigger role in the greater price structure of this ecosystem. That's probably what we're seeing right now. Ethereum's pumping, Doge is pumping. Those are both top 10. Litecoin will be a top 10 again probably in like a day. It falls in and out all the time. But when these coins are pumping, we tend to see them do so separately from Bitcoin. This is pretty normal behavior. It's not super exciting. What it's really doing is, well, it's getting people to chase those bigger risks. Bigger risk to rewards. Nice. Bigger risk to rewards, and potentially looking to trap them in, trap them into positions at their highs before Bitcoin takes its turn. They do weirdly take turns, pumping back and forth. Bitcoin, alts, Bitcoin, alts, Bitcoin, alts, cycle. In the Patreon, we do trade almost entirely, not entirely, but a large player in our trading. Let's put it that way. Large player in our trading is Bitcoin dominance and that cycle I just described. Eight. 1618, that 8,345. Really not that crazy of a number. Not for the second largest market cap in crypto, trading at 3,400. It's not a big move. Still an hour and 20 to go. Hour and 20 to go. We may still see Doge push for that USD all-time high break. We've already seen it happen in the Bitcoin pair. We do tend to see them both happen in similar time periods. Missed the false flags. How you doing? What's up, SC Waters? Forbes said should be at 5,000. Man, we're on 5,000's doorstep, my friend. On the doorstep of 5,000. Weird that Forbes would get it right, though. Makes me suspicious. Makes me skeptical. Bitcoin currently back above the 50 MA daily, as calculated by the hourly by Tom Clown's proprietary TA. We're gonna break 3,400, boys. Oh yeah, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Man, I'm losing my voice. We're going on like 10 hours of streaming in the last 3 days. We're streaming again tomorrow, so don't think we won't. I want to bring more energy tomorrow for sure. I can't believe. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys me in this form. I am not energetic, and I'm usually pretty chill. But I'm extra chilling right now. I need a nap. Ethereum, will you let me take a nap? Yeah, let me up like all night. So I'm gonna take a nap. Only 2 people joined Discord today. That's my bad, though. That's my bad. I don't expect anybody to do anything when I'm when I'm this like low energy. But if you haven't yet, jump in Discord, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, check out Patreon. You know how it goes. You know. 2 people. Oh yeah. What's up there, Arg Dude? Number 2 to join Discord. The man. 2 is better than 1. Really, guys. We called this. Called this in the last weeks leading up. I don't know, days, different last few streams, etc. We had to go live for it. I'm tired. I just wanted to be live for it, just to, not even to gloat, just to be here to see it through. That's what we're doing. Be great if Bitcoin got a nice close too. A nice Bitcoin close would be just icing on the cake. I know a lot of you made some money on the Ethereums in the last 24 hours. Hopefully I helped. It was all you. Your trades are your trades, not mine. Credit is not mine, but I just hope that the value I provide here helps you guys out. Sealandia. DVR, by the way, guys, I don't know why it's disabled. But as soon as the stream is over, you'll still be able to view it. I don't know why it's disabled, it just is. Thank you, YouTube. Am I staying for the close? That's a good question. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oof, my eyes. I'm turning these lights off. Much better. I need a nap. Need a nap.